Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paul Weymouth. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about my plans during the month of March. What I'm going to be reading, what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be spending my time. So, how I'm going to be spending my time. Work and graduate school, mostly. Because I need to really focus on this Spanish class that I'm in grad school because it is difficult, and the other class is going to have a lot of work due during the month of March. After 8 o'clock p.m., I can read as much science fiction and fantasy as I want. However, I am going to be waking up at 6, so I probably will fall asleep at like 9:30 at night. But after 8 o'clock, an hour or two of reading what I want to read, I can take that. And then I have planned 2 days during the month where I'm just going to be reading science fiction and fantasy that entire day. So 2 Saturdays, the 14th and the 28th. So excited. I'm just going to be reading all day. I cannot wait. I did that yesterday, and it was such an amazing day. Leap day. Read all day. I'm like, why don't I do this every other week? So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So wish me luck in my graduate school stuff, that I will do well in Spanish, because I'll have my first Spanish exam like next week or something. Okay, what I'm going to be reading these are the books. The End of the Day by Claire North, Finna by Nino Capri, Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie, The Hidden Girl and Other Stories by Ken Liu. Then I'm going to be reading 7 issues of magazines that I've been reading. So I'm trying to keep up with 7 different science fiction and fantasy and horror magazines during this year. Yeah, I know. It's going to be rough. So these are the magazines that are going to be new to me during the month of March. Some of these are March/April. Some of these are just for March. A lot of these have podcasts that go with it. So I'll talk about that a little bit as well. The Dark magazine. This will probably have 2 podcast episodes this month, maybe 1 or 2. And usually there will be 2 originals and 2 reprints of Dark. So I'm looking forward to that. There's only 4 stories in Dark. Also only 4 stories in Nightmare. And the same kind of format. 2 reprints and 2 originals. And there will usually be 2 stories that are released on podcasts. But usually they will wait until the end of the month to release those on the podcast. A lot of these actually will wait until the end of the month to release a lot of the stories in podcast form. LIGHTSPEED is every month. There's usually 8 stories. 4 of them are usually reprints, and they usually have 4 of them are usually in podcast form. Uncanny is a bi-monthly, or every other month it comes out, and it usually has 5 to 6 stories in it. So I'm looking forward to more Uncanny. Asimov's comes out every other month as well. So this will be the March-April issue. I'm looking forward to this one because there's a Nancy Kress novella in this, and I haven't read anything by her, but I would like to try to read something by her. Analog has a bunch of stuff in it. Like, I think this one has over 10 short stories in it, and then it's starting a serial by Derek Kunskin. So I've never read a serial in a magazine before, so I'm looking forward to that. And then Clark's World, they'll usually put like 1 podcast short story out at the beginning of the month, and then way at the end of the month they'll put out the rest of them. So if you are okay with being behind with Clark's World, you can actually wait until all of them are out on podcast form and listen to them. Usually there's about 6 stories in Clark's World, and Clark's World is each month. Alright, so those are the stories and the books and stuff that I plan to read during the month of March. I hope you guys enjoy what you are going to read. And if you would like to read any of these things with me, let me know in the comments or send me a message on Voxer. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys soon.